guess how has the workload for you is it added or is it the same kind of with Trick out? Just what's it been like for you the past couple of weeks?
No, it's definitely added up, but I just do what I'm told and go out to the best of my abilities and perform the best I can.
What's we talked to you in fall camp and before the season, but what's been your approach and your mentality kind of when you and Trick were kind of splitting the reps, it felt like?
Just kind of taking every rep I can, every opportunity, making the most of it. I mean, every time I get on the field, I'm going to go as hard as I can, do the best I can, and perform. So,
with kind of that next man up mentality, what do you kind of see in Kyrie Heath as a freshman kind of coming in this system and needing to help you out as well?
You said a freshman, as in Kyron?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, no, I definitely having him being a freshman. You got to show him different things. You got to prepare him differently. I mean, they haven't gone on many SEC road games, but kind of just tell him every day of what he needs to do and how I can make him better, how he can still make me better. And I mean, it's just a team effort at the end of the day. So
people tend to try to, kind of put you in a certain corner as a player, like, oh, he's a run block guy. He doesn't really help in the passing game. Is that something that kind of motivates you to prove people wrong?
I mean, I don't listen to any of that. I mean, I'm going to come on my own mindset, and I mean, I'm not going to let other people's thoughts or actions dictate what I'm doing every day in day-to-day life. They don't see what I do on a daily basis, and I'm not going to let that affect me. But
what are your memories from the last trip to Baton Rouge? If I remember right, you had a pretty big day there.
Yeah, that was my first start, 2020. It was a good game. We came out with the loss, but we did have a chance to win it at the end. But it was COVID year, so there wasn't as many fans as there will be this week. But
well, that was kind of what I was going to say. Talking to Kyron and some of the younger guys, are y'all veterans kind of telling them, hey, we didn't get the full thing 2 years ago, but what can they expect, even though it's an afternoon game, not a night game?
Especially these SEC games. I mean, you go in every week expecting not the worst, but expecting their best. I mean, every team's best. We play in the SEC West, the best conference in America. And, you go in those games, you expect loud noises, you expect fans to be booing you, saying this and that. You expect all that, and you let those younger people know, like you said, that, hey, we're going into a hostile environment. Like, we got to not treat it differently than every other game, but you got to be locked into the keys, the calls, because you might not hear everything. But you got to see the signals and see this and that and see what defenses they're in and, react off of that.
And kind of going off that, obviously, aside from the crowd noise, when you look at this LSU defensively, what kind of stands out about, what they do best and what could provide the most challenge?
Yeah, they got a good team for sure. But at the end of the day, it's always us against us. I mean, we're going to dictate our tempo. We're going to do what we got to do to get out there and perform. I mean, that's all it comes down to.
From your perspective, how have you seen kind of Jackson now he take that step, having now the guy over these past few weeks?
No, he's definitely growing into more of a leader, more of a consistent leader, and we can, we look to him. I tell him every time, every drive, I say, we roll when you roll too. We roll when you roll. When you get going, we get going. We all feed off of you. We look into your eyes every play, and we see what you see. So once you roll, we roll.
Lane was in here Saturday talking about, after Mingo had that record-setting performance against Vanderbilt, he, got shut down last Saturday, but talking about, how excited it was, to get those crackback blocks, allowing his runners to get space and all that stuff. What does that go to show about Mingo just as a teammate on this team?
I mean, we have so many unselfish players, especially on our offense. I mean, we want to win. I mean, that's the bottom line of everything. We don't care about individual stats. We don't care what people do here, what people do there. If we come out with a W and we do it the right way, then we're happy. We're all happy in the locker room. That's all we want. And you see, we're 7-0. We got to keep it rolling as we can.
A lot of talk about the 7-0 start, best start since 14. Were you following the team yet in 14, or were you not watching Ole Miss yet until Chad got here?
Yeah, probably not. Probably not until Chad got here. No, sir.
You talked to Chad at all about if this team's better than any of the ones he was on? You guys smack about that?
Hey, the only rankings that matter are the final rankings, as y'all know. So we can't speak on all that yet.
You've been here for some time and kind of seen this progression since Kiffin got here. Just from now to where it was 3 years ago, how have you seen this program evolve as a package?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, you see more kids come every day ready to prepare. I mean, when I first got here, we were an afternoon program, and especially doing that, kids are going to school earlier before, but now we're a morning program. You see kids attack each morning differently, and it's great when everybody is in the locker room without the coaches, and we're like, all right, come on, y'all, it's Tuesday, it's work day, let's get better each other, let's work each other. Defense, work us, hit us hard, we'll hit you hard. I mean, Tuesdays, Wednesdays are a few days to get right, so that's what we got to do.
When you're in the situation at this point in the season where, you know, you have a start like y'all have had so far, and then you have games, you know, that are going on just a little bit later, like, you know, Tennessee, Alabama, or some of these games that have implications of what could happen down the road, do you find it kind of hard, or, you know, kind of easy to just look at and everything that's going on outside of you, but at the same time kind of controlling what y'all can control?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we control. Each play is individual in itself. Each game is individual itself. I mean, you focus on that week and that week ahead only. And once you get through that week, get 1-0 in that week, then you focus on the next week. How can we go 1-0 again? Thank y'all.